Hi everyone, my name is Chef Fernando Mojica. I'm with LearnToCook.com. Thank you for joining us today. We're going to work with quinoa today. Quinoa is a super grain, very nutritious for you. It's a very popular grain over the past few years. It's got a lot of nutrients, it's got a lot of minerals, fibers. It's what we call a super grain because it's got pretty much all the nutrients that you can think of are packed in that little bit of grain. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quinoa salad, a cold salad. You can use quinoa as a hot application and as a cold application. So today we're going to use it as a cold application, and for that we're going to use apple cranberry and quinoa salad. So the ingredients we're going to need, it's going to be some red quinoa, oil, dry cranberries, roasted almonds. We're going to use some apple, salt, pepper, a little bit of Dijon mustard, and a little bit of red wine. And the way we're going to start it is we're going to put the quinoa into a pot with water. We're going to bring the water to a boil, and once that's starting to boil, we're going to reduce the flame. We're going to cook it for about 15 to 20 minutes until the quinoa is nice and soft and you can see the brine starting to open up a little bit. So we're going to let that do that, and then we're going to go ahead and build the salad. So we have that quinoa already cooked. We cooled it down, remove it from the water. We let it cool down on the refrigerator for about 10 to 15 minutes until it was nice and cold. So we're going to build our vinaigrette. All right. So for this salad, we're going to use a red wine vinaigrette. Vinaigrette is super simple. We're going to grab a stainless steel bowl. We're going to need a whisk. So we're going to pour the red wine vinegar on the bowl. We're going to add a little bit of Dijon mustard, a little bit of salt and pepper, and we're going to dissolve the mustard into the oil. Dissolve the mustard into the vinegar. Then once that's ready, we're going to slowly add the oil while whisking the vinegar. So that's going to incorporate, the oil is going to form what we call an emulsion. So emulsify the oil and the vinegar together. So you want a nice constant stream of the oil as you're whisking these. And normally for a basic vinaigrette, we use a 3-to-1 ratio. So 3 parts of oil to 1 part of vinegar. So whatever you use to measure your vinegar at, it's just 3-to-1. If you want a little bit more on the tart side, a little more vinegary, go to a 2.5-to-1. If you want it a little bit more oily, then you want to go to like a 3.5-to-1 ratio. So, and as you do this, as the oil starts to incorporate and starts to form a stable, you can actually go a little faster on this oil, so you can pour a little bit more at a time. So once we have the dressing, let's season it again with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. And just to taste, you know, if you want to taste this and see how much oil or salt you need, or if you need a little bit more pepper. So once we have that, we're going to set that to a side for just a second. And we're actually going to start building our salad. So what we're going to do is grab another clean bowl. We're going to bring our quinoa into the bowl. We're going to add the apples that we diced. We're going to add the dry cranberries and the roasted almonds. We're going to toast that together, make sure that kind of makes a nice spread evenly all over all the ingredients. The quinoa, there's no chunks of one and chunks of the other. So once we have that, we're going to add a little bit of the vinegar. And just kind of toss it around a little bit of the vinaigrette and make sure that all the vinaigrette covers the entire salad. You don't want a lot of vinegar because what's going to happen, and you don't want a lot of vinaigrette in it because what's going to happen is that it's going to get too saggy. So you want a little bit of crunchiness from the almonds and the apples. So you don't want to add a lot of it. You don't want the ingredients to be swimming in the vinaigrette, but you do want it to be nice and covered on the vinaigrette. So once we have that, we're going to go ahead and start plating it up. Okay, so we mix our vinaigrette and our salad, so we're going to go ahead and start plating it up. And just basic plater, make sure it's nice and neat, clean plate. And there it is. You can see it's really super simple to make. Doesn't take a lot of time. And again, the quinoa, you can use it in a lot of different ways. So I hope you enjoy your quinoa, cranberry, and apple salad. Again, my name is Chef Fernando Mojica with LearnToCook.com. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope to see you again next time.
Well, thanks for joining us today at LearnToCook.com. Be sure to comment and to subscribe. Also visit us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a great day, and thank you.